This week, APEX Media is at the Passenger Experience Conference 2019, and I'm joined now by Zuzana Hrnkova. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, great. And she's the Vice President of Marketing from ATR. Welcome.
Yes. Hello, Maryann.
So today, ATR announced some innovations for inclusivity in the cabin, in particular an innovation for passengers who are hard of hearing, and I think we'd like to hear more about that.
Okay, so the system is called Audioback, and why we are bringing this innovation on board? Because we have understood that the airlines are used to treat different disabilities like PRM or visually impaired people. However, there is no real treatment and understanding of the issues of hard of hearing passengers. And we have collected some feedback from the Hard of Hearing Association that when they address a specific service to airlines, they receive a wheelchair or the braille options. So this is why we have worked with a company called Beckeris on the hard of hearing loop, which in fact is the loop which could be integrated in the seat environment. And when there is a source of the announcement, this hearing loop is capture the inputs, then create a magnetic field, which is translated directly to the hearing aid of passenger, which is positioned in telecoil. And through this telecoil, the passenger can hear very nicely proper sound, proper cabin announcements, and those passengers didn't feel any more exclusive or separated from what's happening on board.
So this is a technology that is embedded at the seat, you say?
The technology could be embedded in the backrest, so this is why we call it Audioback, because could be integrated in the back of the seat. However, at the expo, at the show, we are showing the integration in the antimacassar, so on the headrest of the backrest.
Okay, and this is really important because you said to me earlier that a lot of passengers who are using a hearing aid will actually turn it off when they're in flight.
Yes, in fact, what's happening today in the real life is when the passengers equipped with the hearing aid board the aircraft, they switch off the system, their hearing aid, because the aid is amplifying any noise. Yeah. So they cannot really distinguish the announcement or conversation with the neighborhood from the surrounding intrusive noise.
And then there was something else in your press release about braille on potentially seat back cards and things like that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. So ATR is as well paying attention for visually impaired passengers and highlighting and raising awareness with the airlines that there is a lot of possibilities to produce the safety card in braille, or even integrate some passenger signs in braille.
Seems like a simple thing, doesn't it?
Nothing is simple in the aeronautics. However, we would like to gather the airline feedback on their needs, as well as exchange how they treat those disabilities, and really collect and consolidate the market requirements in order we can embody and move on and enhance passenger experience of any for all passengers.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited about this and can't wait to hear how it all pans out after this week.
So thank you. I think will be very exciting, and we are very proud to be here and raise this awareness on inclusion, of passenger inclusion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.